of your soul, and I recognize every single line, every single roadblock. We are two hearts that beat in time, and the towers looking down all night, blocking out the sun that we need. Maybe we can change our stripes and colors. You're the only one I see. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. Sleep through the sunrise. Past and I count the numbers of the dreams that I left behind. I don't even care now that I've discovered a new kind of peace of mind. Up above us, looking down on us, there's an angel I know. We don't need to worry or discuss much. It's time for me to hit the road. I'll take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise. Stay up all night.
9-6 on the half. Let's see if MIBR can run with some of this momentum. KNG's winning clutches again with an eco. It's been ridiculous, and we are only in the first half of the first map, so don't panic.
Well, I'm not panicking just yet, Alex, but maybe this rush down towards middle could do it. We are going to see MIBR, aggressive of course, down towards the T-steps, and it's working out, at least with the first kill, but they've got to be careful of second middle. Bomb down at T-steps, K-Serato, he'll pull a frag back, and they're going to hightail it towards second middle, I think. Is anyone checking the underpass position? Apparently so. Well, check with the ankles, it seems. Couldn't actually have any vision there, and Yuri's on for a couple of kills and potentially Fur will find it.
And KNG's already found what looks to be the penultimate frag. Just Penny left wondering where his teammates have gone. It was Art who got caught out, and that was all their nades. They clearly had an intention for that pistol round that they don't get to put into action. Thanks to the aggressive push. We've talked about it time and time again. More and more CT sides like to bring the aggression out on their pistol round.
Interesting off angle here by Fallen. I don't think anyone would be checking this if they were rounding the corner here. Is a left eye peek, probably one of his only concerns right there. But for Henny to win this one, boys, I would say it's probably not on the cards.
Oh, damn. And he was kind of ready for that, but Force has fallen off the line. It's pretty much the only thing he has achieved so far. He's so locked out. Fallen's got both sides of middle. KNG's got his exit up T-stairs. Ooh, gets given the fight. Spotted. Bullets whistling past his ear.
Oh, dear.
Okay, Avar is low. He decides to take a more passive stance, as does Fallen. That's all it took to get some space. He's charging towards the A site here.
Well, he seems to know the apartments could be the only option. So if Henny goes for a defensive plan and just nullifies that position, it could be enough. Now he has to draw the pistol, and he takes Fallen. Oh, it's all Fallen on its ass now. It's going to be a 3 versus 1 converted to this scenario with Fur just on 7 points of health, spotted by Henny, and he's going for the kill, and just one bullet would do it now.
He wants to fight as well. I think he's been told he's low, and Henny getting a bit sketchy now. Missing his opening shots, even though he had the full clip. 14 left in it.
Not sure what First hoping for here. He's making a ton of noise, but the jump up should be enough. How has Henny not hit a single bullet yet?
You hit so
Just
many
one.
bangers.
Just one.
There
we
it
go.
is.
All right, well, MIBR apparently weren't happy with the success they'd found in the mid stages there. One by one, they get picked off. Henny was in T-spawn with the bomb, and he somehow gets given enough opportunities there. Great work with the sound cues found towards apartments especially, but here he comes. This was the first kill. KNG not being traded out by his teammate there, and it was awkward for Fallen. 10 seconds remaining. Could have waited for Ferb, but wanted to disallow the bomb, and it cost him the round. They're gonna have to force back.
It's about time Furia's still one of those back, right? They've been on the receiving end of a bunch of those so far within this first map here. Now this force buy, this force buy, we've got the smokes behind it, and if KNG can get some tags early, then it becomes even more dangerous. Won't be the case. They're going to boost up to the window silently.
And Furia's T side, we saw it recently, so a lot of stuff fresh in our memories. One of the things that I was most impressed by was Vinny's single push towards apartments. He basically gets left to his own devices a lot on their T-side campaign. Lots of B finishes in their previous Inferno game, and Vinny was having no issues of keeping the A pressure on. This time he has his teammates with him, but he'll be throwing a similar set when on his own. Smokes off. So it does enable them to strafe out of apartments into short. That's a gap that Mayan will have to be responsible for. Back towards B, perhaps. Space taken by Art. He's been spotted, and those Deagle bullets are going to keep him honest. Forced to back away. KNG goes hunting, and he does land the tag. That's 2 members now of Furia working with just under 30 HP.
Fallen will be given the task of defending this B approach off, and it doesn't look too good for him. He'll have a smoke available, but Desert Eagle only, and then it's going to walk through this by looks of things. 30 seconds remaining. I guess that is a feather in his cap. We do have rotating it as well, but has he got a flash? He doesn't. Gone for the HE, so if he somehow landed between Art and Yuri, there's a couple of kills there, chaps, but let's see how good he can time. Oh, the double HE. I actually don't mind this now.
This could hurt a lot,
There
and
it
it
is.
does. Catastrophic for Art, but Furia, the dust settles, and they still have the strong man advantage. Bomb will be going down, and the CT's just cowering on A. It's enough.
When you see the 5 seconds left in the top, you're kind of just hoping. You're sitting there hoping maybe they don't plan in time and we win the round. But no, now you have to sit for 40 seconds waiting. Am I getting hunted? Will I get a chance to get a kill? Taco's at least searching so he can be active. Mayan stuck over towards that pit position. It's been a bit of a tough one for Mayan, hasn't it? This team, right, obviously, those who aren't too familiar, MIBR have had a couple of iterations of roster changes, even coaching changes in recent times. Zeus got the boot. He's the most recent name to leave the door. Mayan is the only individual in the server this evening who's not Brazilian. He's from Argentina.
That's, yeah. I'm not sure what the language barriers they're like. I assume it's absolutely fine.
Yeah, I'm very ignorant in that regard as well. But to be fair, in Australia, they don't really teach us much anyway, so...
Oh, that bloody bell. I just got PTSD then.
Oh, Rush, please, don't go near the bell. No, it's not even a question. It's just, if they're spamming the bell, please go away from it because we will lose it this evening.
Yeah. Well,
And
Tensions are high tonight.
And I have to drive you home. So if you want to lift home, don't go near the bell. There you go, simple.
the bell.
Maybe we should bring Rush in, a bit of comic relief.
Yeah, what's going on, Rush?
Hello.
Hiya.
Hiya.
How's it going?
Doing? Yeah, doing all right.
Yeah? How's this shift going for you so far?
It's okay. I gotta say the mouse game is pretty tough, to be honest.
Yeah,
There's
it's a long old banger,
lot
wasn't
of
it?
crazy stuff going on. A lot of people behind enemy lines, but this one's been a bit more standard.
Yeah, I suppose so. MIBR looked like they had this one under their remit, but we'll see the likes of Furia coming back online now. Thank you so much, Green. We'll leave you to it as we get back into the action here. It's going to be Mayan defending from the quad position. They're signing for MIBR, and he is sent back towards the bomb site here. And speaking of which, they've got control of the B area here, but it will be K-Sara to detect tack on the other side. Down to 1 HP, unfortunately not to get that kill. Another ding delivered here, but it is going to be Furia with a massive lead now. 4 versus 2.
That frag should confirm it. They've got all the frags they need now to commit towards the A side. They're not going to rush this, I assume. As I say that, Henny with the bomb goes straight through the smoke, and there is only one man who could do any damage. It's Mayan. A Deagle, a Kevlar vest, and 34 points of health. It's going to be checked. If he can just land the first bullet out of his Deagle when they have a look from Graveyard, that's phenomenal, and he does. Bomb being planted, though, by Henny. He's going to be getting that down regardless of the presence in pit. He may not be unprepared for Fallen here. On the balcony now spotted. They know where both of these CTs are. They're pushing him in. Could get a bit dicey, but Henny has dealt with it. And so has Furia. That's 9-9. They equalize.
Hey, Rush, I know you're still there.
Hello.
We saw some very pouncy strats, right? Alex was talking about them before out of this Furia side, definitely over towards that B bomb site. Can we rock this first gun round without any X-ray on if it is one of these B plays? Just so you can see how stifling it is for the B defenders. They get caught with nades out. They're often moving around. Let's see what buy we get here. So just one AWP in KNG's hands. Fallen will be missing his big green for this round. One defuse kit in play. And a very passive banana approach. Look how passive they are at the start of the round, guys. Look at the radar in the top left. They're both already coffins and CT. They didn't want to have any look at the top of banana.
It's a stark contrast to what we saw from Furia. Art, like a moth to a flame with that half wall. And KNG can't believe his luck. Art just drops straight into the crosshair.
KNG, fantastic work with this sniper rifle so far. On for the triple, doesn't quite connect it, but Vinny certainly will. That good little Fallen though. They'll be waiting on the bomb site. An equal situation with 1 minute 10 remaining here, and it will be K Serato finding the edge. Very close round here. But I'll have the utility to try and deny the plant, but I think it's going down already.
Oh, the molly's missed as well.
Doesn't do anything for him, does it?
Yeah, that's no good. He could probably pick up KNG's AWP and save it from top middle here, but he looks like he wants to look in, smoking off towards the pit. It's a hard avenue in.
You can say he knows the Jules is isolated. He can at least give it a good go here, playing the close corner, and perfect round to turn the X-ray off. You see just how little of K Serato before he's deleted him.
Yeah, even with Fallen's POV there, right? You could see Fallen down in the site. We didn't even really notice K Serato coming out of that apps position, but this was great work from KNG, some quick stuff. Unable to convert the third there onto the other primary AWP on the other side of things. Henny, who destroyed him while still moving. And now it will be another one of these partial buy scenarios. Deagles, smokes, a couple of HEs. They were pretty successful with the HE stack they had over towards the B bomb site before on the entry. Let's see how this one unfolds.
So the HE grenades, not going to be deployed early on. You can see them actually setting up a bit of a bear trap towards middle. That's going to be the Desert Eagles. Either side, 2 towards quad, 2 at the arch. Wait until they go for that top of mid control, then hopefully drop the HEs right at their front doorstep. Fury and Vinny going for the wall bangs here towards the apartments, but no one to be found. No damage inflicted so far. And just to note, this isn't much of a partial buy from MBR. Only 2 players with the Kevlar. It's Fur and Taco. And Art, there's a question again, Chad. He absolutely loves that. He's getting stuck in again, and that nade's going to find him for sure.
Bonk! Just as he tried.
It's getting a little bit frustrating, the aggression.
I want you to treat him like JW.
I know. That's what I has to. That's the only way to do it.
He's the Brazilian version of JW.
Yeah,
How about
that's
that?
It. That's
there we go.
I can accept that. That's fine. Because some of the solo plays he makes, I'm just like, dude, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, let's not do that.
We do find ourselves saying it quite a lot.
Yeah.
Same for JW, though. And it's a recipe that, when it works, it definitely can catch out even the most seasoned of players.
What's the pounce? Here they go.
One flash, there's the Molotov, but just before it pops, Fur pops Vinny out of the server. K Serato claws them back in. Are they really going to fall to the Deagles and armor again? Bullets tagging them. Fur's already caught Henny as well. Yuri's trying to plant. He doesn't get his weapon out in time, and K Serato's got a 1 versus 3. 38 HP. He can save them. He's got the lineup. No, but it's KNG. He'll get the frag. And that's MIBR with just Deagles.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy there from the Furia boys. Art offers himself up at the start, and that leads to their demise. We have got the defuse coming in. It's Desert Eagles once more. Fur with 3 boys.
That's 3 rounds. That's 3 rounds right there that they have lost to Deagles.
Yep. It's actually pretty wild at this point.
And you think about the one that KNG got the AWP, that is the most insane round because that led to a spree of rounds. That led to Furia having no money. So at this point, that's the difference maker, right? We talk about the pivot rounds. We talk about what changes the tide of a game. Well, that right now has to be it. It has to be the main talking point here because that's leveled things up. 10-10. Double AWPs are out now, so here we go. This is what MIBR want. This is their most ideal CT setup. It's very expensive. It's very costly if you have to keep scavenging these AWPs and you only have a few members alive at each round's end. But it's going to be the default spread once more. Banana, a little bit of utility expended. Molotov towards the top. Getting inquisitive over towards the window room and boiler, but it's a 3-man quad stack coming out from MIBR here. So Arch is very susceptible, but with the double orbs, if they do slip through, Fallen can always watch that defensively from that B bomb site. Boost molly.
I've seen that lands a boost. It's on CD spawn. So trying to push them back off the line. Furia are desperate to bust through towards this B bomb site if possible. It's Art leading the way once again, vaulting up towards first oranges. And he might be able to find Fur here. This could be a nice little play, and the flashbangs are spot on. Fur can't do anything about it. Much better from Furia now. Looking to take the lead in round number 21. Molotov's down. A couple of them, and it looks like MIBR are just calling the save already.
So that's quite the change-up. That works so well. Molotov first ensures no one's going to be taking a pot shot when the smoke is flying in. Smoke on top, a flash for the player who's trying to transition. He caught Fur in a perfect moment, just as they were leaping out of that close first orange's smoke they threw down.
But this is the problem of double AWPs, right? We already talk about how difficult it is on a map like Inferno to retake bomb sites. Well, imagine trying to do it with 2 AWPs. We said the same thing on the other side for Furia when they were wielding them in the hands of Henny and Art. But it's just so tough. If you lose the site and you don't get any trades, 5v4, double AWP retake, how do you get in? Like, that has to be a key talking point of this defense of MIBR. And we already saw that they want to play passive, right? They didn't contest for top banana. They didn't really contest for top mid. If you're not going to be active with the AWPs, you're going to sit back and give them the room, they're going to take it because people have gotten to the point right now where utility usage is perfect.
It really is. And we've got MIBR with AK-47s available. Remember, that was a very conservative approach from them. Didn't actually have to go for the retake. Lost to 1 player towards B, and that was enough for them just to save their weapons. It's the correct call, but it is their pick, and Furia now have taken the lead. They'll be entering round number 22 with AKs across the board and a massive amount of utility and resources in the bag as well. Money is looking very plentiful as Kenji will be falling back on the flames, drops a flashbang, and back into the default we go. Furia really have been focusing towards a banana position. And Fallen can't do much about it once again. Holds the line, goes to wall bangs, but takes a couple of shots, they'll have to go back.
See how easy they dealt with those AWPs? Literally 2 Molotovs, and both AWPs had to fall back off of their line. They didn't even get an opportunity to take a good shot.
That utility does usually enable the full retake of control, but look at the boost. They're waiting for them to retake this. Great toggle. Let's see how much is visible. Nothing. Oh, something, but dropping off. They look to burst through this, and Fallen, he's staying a lot longer than anticipated. Art gets boosted again, and this time they find the opener. There's only one on the site. They extinguished the molly. You'd assume they're going to be going on this. Now the nades are coming in. K-Serato a little hesitant. The rotates come in. KNG now in support. And K-Serato, what a shot. That could be the save call immediately.
Excellent work from K-Serato, and I think he might be right. Another save for MIBR here. We will see them fall all the way back towards the A site. 2 clean kills, one by virtue of the utility, as Chad pointed out. Excellent work with the boost behind it as well. It was Fallen taken out of the equation. Fur not far behind him. And the AKs working out fantastically well. They're going to upgrade one of them to the AWP. As they go on the hunt here, they can certainly justify this hunt. The money's looking good for them, and you can't keep letting MIBR safe AWPs and AKs. Let's challenge them. Let's make them feel a bit of pressure here.
Spots Taco. They don't really have nades to force these fights, but a flash on Heart. Wow, this is a bit of a funny one. Flashing for the fight, and straight into pit. Vinny will drop a Mayan on site. I think that might be enough, and they will maintain 3 rifles into the next. When you see impact player and 1 kill, you know you're playing Inferno. Look at this, 1 kill. It was Fur on Nubox. K-Serato so methodical as he cleared those corners. Finds it, little slither of CT, and manages to convert. That puts us at 12-10. Let's see if Furia can continue to string these together. That's a couple of consecutive attacking rounds now, and the CTs, they have been saving, but a clean round could be the breaking point.
Alex, do you know the last names of these individuals?
Not all of them.
I was going to say, you want to do another football commentary round for us?
Those are good. I mean, let me bring them up.
With the Brazilian last names, that could be something special, mate.
It would be a good one.
I'll do a very long goal when someone wins a round, all right?
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Should we do it on one of the rounds that's not a gun round, perhaps?
No, let's do it now.
No? Okay.
We have 3 maps on the cards here, Henry. You know this is bonus rounds written
I think
all
it's
over
pronounced
it.
in the cards, Chad.
Sorry.
I need to get both of their last names up. Still, looks like we are going to be taking our time for the execute. The Molotov does come in. It's going to be Art to find the first. Okay, I can't load the names. We'll do it different another round. Taco equalizing. Looks like MRBR have actually sufficiently handled the first burst towards B. The bomb is still lingering there, so it looks like it might return. Simply just looking to deny any of that info middle. Yuri can't really do it on his own, though. Oh, perfect start. KNG opens the fragging. There's more where that came from. He can chill. Throws out a smoke to keep him guessing, but he wasn't anticipating Vinny's boost. And oh no! Taco, that spray had to be a kill. It gets converted in the end by Mayan into the obscurity of the smoke, but a 2v2, and K-Serato on Nubox with the AWP. If this bomb goes down, it's gonna be a disaster. Henny on pool, K-Serato's already made the AWP work. Fallen, he catches him, and now that 1v1, it's Henny versus Fallen.
He's got a smoke here. He could drop it on the bomb. That'll draw out Henny.
He's maybe gone for that long con here. Time of the essence. Has got the kit. Walking from CT spawn, but Henny seems to be aware of it. He'll put himself back towards the half-wall position here. And now Fallen still has a good chance. He can smoke on top of the bomb, go for the defuse here, and it'll just have to be the big spray down from Henny. Doesn't commit the time.
He hasn't got time to get back on it. He's gonna have to hold it now, and Henny's spray connects perfectly. No issues there. Sometimes that gets sketchy as hell, but Henny, no issues.
Yeah, felt a bit clunky there, didn't it?
Yeah. I would have expected Fallen to get the smoke on there as soon as possible, right? Just to start applying the pressure, start toying with him. When you've dropped the smoke there with 10 seconds to go on the bomb, you can't really have as much fun with it because they know you have to be defusing at some point, and that's what Fallen was banking on. Didn't really give himself enough chance to actually fake off the bomb. So Henny, a very comfortable finish there. It's going to be 13-10. They've managed to get a lot of rounds in the second half. Just one from IBR so far. And we'll see them have a full buy here. Double up setup, KNG and Fallen.
All right then, Molly in the hands of Santos, looking to open up.
Here we go.
For round 24. Toledo holding middle and does find the first. Great work, Toledo backing away and actually gets a second. He'll shut down another. That's Santos gone. 5 versus 3 now. Playing the balcony, Maya, he's gonna have to do a whole lot here. 3 players left for Furia. Pushing forward is Figueiredo. Look, have another go. Figueiredo. He's shut down all the same. Nice catch. That will be DeMello. 2 remain for this. It does look like it's all MIBR this time. Not really breaking a sweat for the first 3.
My goal moment's going to be a bit lackluster here, isn't it? Because it's not going to be an exciting finish.
That's what you think. Tellez, he has other plans. Maybe? Utility towards B. First boosted. This is just surely, a formality. No goals to be celebrated here. A perfect round concluded, and the last 2 frags come in. It's all Giuseppe. It's 13-11.
A serious note for a second, that was all the AWPs, right? The 2 openings from Fallen there was fantastic, and then KNG locking it out. So that's what you want to see from that double AWP setup. That's the level of impact we're looking for here. You can see they weren't ready for this, and they've actually changed up the bomb sites. Fallen was holding over towards that B bomb site before. Well, now he's over towards A, and KNG switched it up as well. So it's good that these 2 are interchangeable like this because it allows a lot more flexibility. Every AWPer approaches the game a little bit differently, and those tendencies can be harder for a team like Furia to kind of net on down when they're calling into these rounds. They don't know which AWP is going to be on which side.
Well, they'll be using a tactical timeout just to discuss their options going forward now. The money is pretty good for Furia still. They get the 5 AKs out, but that's going to be MIBR posting their second round of the second half and bringing it to a scoreline 7-2. Round 25 coming up. Double AWP setup still ringing true here as KNG and Fallen will bring those out. 2 very explosive AWPers historically. I'd like to see KNG really show us what he's made of in that department. As Art, he certainly had an interesting game so far here. A couple more maps to go. And we'll see grenades down towards the T-steps. Fallen rattles off a shot, doesn't quite connect. And towards second middle we go. Vinny just lining up a smoke.
Ooh.
Decent grenade there, bounced off towards the bedroom window, smoked down towards library and fallen. Flashed off, drops the incendiary, trying to buy some time here, but it's a great shot there. Art taken down, trying to run through the flames and the flashes. He's punished, and Fallen might have a second as well. Doesn't quite find Yuri.
God, they keep challenging him. They give him the tests, and there's another one. Narrowly missing the bottom of Yuri. Vinny, however, has clawed one back, and the spray control is there. Only for one. Fallen does regain control. A 1 versus 2 now. Henny, this is more than doable. He's got a Molotov as well, choosing to play around his own smoke. They're staying as a pack. It makes a lot of sense, just hoping to trade off when they have that contact. My God, Henny's opting for the passive approach. It makes a lot of sense. He has got a bit of a vulnerability, though. If they sweep methodically...
Oh, this could be huge.
Oh, checked by Fallen. He's so ready for that. They'll grab the AWP. It's KNG's responsibility to retrieve, and defuse can come on in. So, 13-12. This game is going all the way.
That was scary, wasn't it? Henny there, you could see he was prepared for that angle, but Fallen rears his head. And I think the key was actually Taco getting a multi-kill. We didn't catch that action because it was going down. There were so many fights all across the map here. But Taco's kills on that A site, that really stopped the push. You can see how awkward it gets when they took all that territory, and that's why they were so eager to push on past Fallen. But as soon as Taco puts them dead in their tracks, that was the round pretty much done and dusted right there.
Wow.
Oh, it's a hero AWP.
It is. I was about to say, you don't see many of those these days. And Arts, I'm not surprised he's the one to wield it, to be honest with you. It seems like he wants to take matters into his own hands in more ways than one today. We are going to be seeing a bit of aggression in the CTs. 3 towards Banana.
Interesting. Look at
Double
that
incendiary
approach.
and a deep one towards T-Steps as well. So they want to go for full control here.
Yeah, can we maybe skybox that? I think that was an MIBR utility combo to try and deny full mid info. It hasn't quite worked out. There's a gap that he can work with, but could be part of a conditioning for a mid push later in the piece. Lovely theory. Don't see that all too often, but still, nothing came of it. And with 70 seconds left, a hero warp on the T side of Inferno. It's certainly not a common approach. It would require some missteps here.
Well,
he has caught the jump peeker before.
Yeah, this is always a bit of a scary one to watch. You normally see players spotted out like that and then wait for their opportunity to blow their head off. We'll see that not happen this time, though. It's just going to be Fur alone towards B. So Art hasn't fired off a shot just yet. So going to hopefully get a quick pick, explode towards the B side. He's got 2 smokes. Just the basics if they do get this kill. And Art, he might be able to find it. Drops a smoke. He knows that could cause a reaction. But he's flashed off for now. Going to send in the cavalry. And here comes a flashbang and potentially the full commitment.
Good counter flash and Fallen. He's got his AWP positioned perfectly. 2 kills already. That's going to scare them off. They have to advance. They need to hit these pistol shots. Art's the one at the back with his AWP, and he finally does connect. Mission accomplished for the first. KNG strafing into his crosshairs and a left eye peek. He still hits it. He's hitting them all. Can't find the third. Henny, however, he doesn't last much longer, and that's going to be a safe recovery. MIBR equalizing 13-13.
All right, well, we can show you what you were looking for there, Alex. I can play this one out. You're going to see that utility coming on down middle. KNG setting up the smoke. It's going to drop on down mid, the Molotov over the top for anybody in front of that as well. And what you want to do here is keep them on T stairs so you can throw a bunch of nades on down. I think that's actually what they went for, to get a bit of damage onto Art. You'll see Taco's nade coming on through, and there you go. So you want to keep them T stairs so you can do more utility damage in a tighter choke point. Yeah,
it worked perfectly. And the fact that the Molotov doesn't get extinguished, but the smoke instantly popped, that was a kind of a cool combination as well. Perfect way to lock down any funny business early in middle.
Well, Arts will have to use the MAC-10 this round after purchasing the AWP. Not a huge deal on Inferno, certainly can make this weapon work, but certainly not ideal either. Going to be sending up the Molotov for the quad side here. We're seeing more of that bounce grenade towards second mid, Shad. You actually were talking to me about that the other day.
Yeah.
Trying to cause damage towards the second mid players.
Very Games used to do that back in Source, right? They used to do that a lot. They'd get the mid spawn, they'd run across, they'd dump those nades out and get people defaulting up alt mid.
Yeah, it's good to see the old classics come back every now and then.
It's like fashion, isn't it?
Yeah, it always comes back full circle.
Strategy is cyclical. Charging up through their own long smoke. This could cause someone to get caught out, and it was Taco. KNG quick to react, though, and he does more than that. He even frags Yuri cut down, and now 5 versus 3. Mayan the next to be tested. KNG, he's everywhere. Supporting his teammate. Art, however, catching Mayan mid-air. Another frag like that, and they've got the sight. A miss. Bolts the sniper. A hard flick. There's another where that came from. Taco advances blind through the smoke. And that looks like Fury have managed to make this disadvantage completely turn on its head.
But they have to hold on to this one. They can't lose this now. They were down at number disadvantage.
Art again. His responsibility was to look towards quad. They had players watching the Arch died. I couldn't tell you why he's averted his gaze. They've fallen. AWP should still be fine. He can go for the wallbang though. Caserato's low. That would actually take him down. Does he want to take that shot? He's looking towards the Cold Zera area, and he gets the first kill. Like I said, a wallbang would be enough. He pulls the trigger there. That could be it. He's going for it. And now he needs to know where he is. Amazing effort there from Fallen. This game really is starting to warm up now. Every round's coming down to the wire. This time, it will be Furia to break the spell of MIBR. Good gracious me, that was epic.
I thought he had it, man. Lovely game this one is. Caserrato did so well jumping over the sniper. I mean, like, KNG, his options were numbered when he's getting hit by moves like that. It is Caserrato that seals it for them. Fury are grateful to have such a consistent fragging presence. He's rocking a 28 again.
Yeah. Well, there's probably a reason MIBR wanted to pick this kid up for a while.
Yeah, makes sense, right?
Meant to be pretty good, and I think we're seeing that here this evening. But Furia, they need to start looking a little bit more threatening here as we get towards the tail end of this first map. They've got the buy on through. Taco only has a deagle right now. Not too sure if there's a weapon for him in CT spawn to scavenge. There's 2 defuse kits in play. Single AWP this time. And Fallen and KNG, they've been finding a lot of frags these last few.
14-13. MIBR will be tested in round number 28 here. Deagle for Taco. It's not a Chris J cosplay. He actually has to use this weapon. And we do see the smoke deployed towards T-steps. Mayan, a bit of confidence from the young man here. I like the idea, but oh, goodness, this is a weird... I've never seen anyone go for that play, I'll be honest. Like, the through the smoke, down T-steps is brave. I tip my hat to him, but it doesn't lead into a frag.
Oh, well, you're only going to do one of those a half, and that was his.
Here's the problem, right? If they lose this round, they concede 15, but not only that, there's only $2,400 coming into that CT-sided bank account at the end of this round, which, at best, is maybe a couple of pistols and light utility. So MIBR need to either save or turn this 4v5 disadvantage around. The power play from Furia here, if they regroup and do something as a team, they should convert this and put 15 on the board.
That's an if.
Let me give you the but. KNG still has that AWP in play. They're still very forward in Banana. That means the 2 individuals right now on the A site are on high alert. There's no traffic in Banana right now, so you got to hit some big shots here, Fallen. 26 kills to the name. What more can you do?
He's trying to spam through the smoke for the smoke lineups, and that will keep them without the pins pulled. Look at the angle Taco's going for here. Very vulnerable to short. Realizes that is no longer under his teammates' control. Fallen's playing a bit more of a passive line. Art, however, is going to be jumping out with his knife out, and Taco can't believe his luck. That's the equalizer they needed. 20 seconds. Suddenly, this is getting awkward now for Furia. They've got rifles, and Fallen's is working wonderfully. Yuri into the site. 14 seconds as Vinny falls. Where is the bomb? It's loose on hay bales. Caserrato trying to dig him out. There's still a player on site. No! Oh, it's KNG! 4 seconds! He has to plant! Yuri's got no chance. Oh my God, another ridiculously chaotic round. It starts with Mayan rushing T-stairs, and it ends with Yuri jumping at 4 seconds.
Pretty unreal scenes, I'm going to be honest with you, Alex. The fact Mayan's doing this, so this is quite a common move, right? You're really incentive, you're always swinging towards Banana, if I'm not mistaken here, chat. Now, where strangeness comes in here, when he goes towards T-steps, he's trying to get down here and challenge his position. You can see they're flying, but it doesn't work out for him. Luckily, they still win the round. It's as scrappy as you like, of course, but KNG closes things out with the no-scope towards Yuri. This one really has gone the full distance. It's a full investment as well from Furia. They're swallowing grenades. They're going to go for a B rush with 2 players. Instead, they slow it down. What is that? What are they up to? So Caserrato, no armor. Fully invested is Vinny and Art. Like, what is the game plan? I guess they'll go
they
for...
get AKs next round in a couple of players' hands. That's about it.
Oh, wow. First transfer nearly finished off 2 frags there. Serato does manage to get across just with taking liberties. He's in pool.
What?
And he's actually got a frag, and now Vinny's got another. No! How has this happened? Round 29 is going Furious way.
I don't know how to break this one down. This is not even Counter-Strike anymore. I don't know what we're watching, but I love it. It will be Taco and Mayan now. Have to go for this one. You can't save. You know you're up against Armor and Pistols. That's about it. They'll smoke off towards B.
What?
And they're going for it. The Incendiary's down. They'll have no money if they give this round up. They need to be very careful the next few moves here. It's going to be map point for Furia. As Mayan goes down, Taka can maybe go for a defuse, but he's got no care here, boys. He's going to go down any second at this stage. It's all done. 15-14. Furia have made that round work.
What was
3
the
kills.
call? What was it? Let's go B, I guess. He can even lose the first frag. Serato, let's see what happened here. So he gets flashed. He goes to pool. Muscle memory. Just manages to get there safe. Yeah. And then the fully flashed Fallen decided to push towards him. And then Yuri and Vinny just start hitting every shot that you get given. My goodness, 15. And the CTs have got peanuts and pocket lint for the final round.
We've had 29 rounds played. Art's been involved in 16 opening duels here. The guy is an absolute madman when it comes around hopping around these corners. What is going on?
10 against him. He just doesn't care. He flies himself in towards the required areas every single time. Certainly not scared to fight. Unfortunately for MIBR, they're going to have pistols across the board here. That was a strange decision toward the end. We've had a lot of those. It is a Brazilian derby here, so bear in mind some strange things can happen. The mindset shifts a little bit.
I reckon they win this. Watch us go OT here. Somehow this game just keeps on baffling the brain. I reckon there's some more for Inferno. Only pistols, though. Everything points towards Furia taking this one. You'll never guess who's at the front lines. It's Art and ready. There we go. Mayans have managed to find one. Important frag. Serato does manage to catch the banana aggression, though. Keeps it level.
Serato leading the charge and his chosen area. They approach with conviction, but KNG with a deagle. Is it enough? Maybe not. He gets one. Significant damage towards Serato as well, but he's got his hat trick. This is for the map. One round will do it for Furia. No kits available, but Mayan, he's found himself an M4. He's currently sat on 12 and 18. Another one of these young players brought in that seems to be a little bit out of his depth. See whether Taco and himself can do anything about this.
Flash was good, but Serato is remaining and he'll find his quad kill. It's 16-14. Complete chaos. RV delivers, and it's only the first map, Inferno. Real time, but flying through Inferno. Don't fear, that was map 1. We still get to see Vertigo, and it's very exciting to see if Furia have diversified a little bit, or if they even need to. Will MIBR be able to hold them back? We'll start with MIBR on the T side, no less.
Yeah.
And we're going to be seeing 4 make it 5 across that bridge without anybody hitting their walk key. They want to go fast.
So yeah, here we go then. Very quick indeed, up towards short. They're smoked out. It's a little bit clumsy now. Any fast approach they had in mind might be shut down, but that's much better. Molotov towards the sandbags. Ooh,
the flank!
Art. That fast aggression coming in once again. He's on for his third, but not going to find it. KNG and this brawl and interesting atmosphere we find ourselves in continues.
Okay, so dear. Just when a game-winning flank looks like it's paid off, KNG hits the 2 rather easy-looking frags. Vinny's clearing info. Mayan's waiting for him and will get the frag. MIBR don't even know which site they're hitting. KNG's clearing B. K-Serato's there. What in God's name are we watching here? So this frag onto KNG, spots him, and now they'll just rush into A and plant. It's just the speed by which K-Serato finds it. Now he's probably going to realize
he can win this.
He could give it a good go. No armor.
Molly in a flash.
Fur's in such a good position though, and he's already looking at May, and good adjustment. God, he's quick to adjust, isn't he? He still has a chance right down to the final bullet, but Fur finishes it off, and MRBR will take the pistol round thanks to KNG.
So what we need to do right now is give the context of what all these matches mean for everybody at home. We're just going to trend in the way that the opening maps have gone for all three series. That's game A, we're watching that right now. B, which is Liquid versus Yeah, and Team Envy versus Bad News Bears over there on the C stream. Now, first and foremost, if Furia win this match right here, they are first no matter what. If they lose, they'll be second. If you're looking for MIBR to get through, if they beat Furia, they can finish first in the group. But if Liquid are able to take down... Oh, we might have a mid-span right here. Let's get this one over and done with.
It's a quick one.
There we go, nice and quick. All right, so here's the one you want for Liquid to qualify. If Liquid win versus Yeah, Furia beat MIBR, and Envy beat Bad News Bears, Team Liquid will finish third. Ooh. So I think either way, if Team Liquid win versus Yeah, MIBR beat Furia, and Bad News Bears beat Envy, Team Liquid can finish third as well. So there's multiple opportunities for Liquid to finish within the top three.
Yeah, I guess for Team Liquid, like they said, they just win their game over the best. They have no control over that, but it would be nice to see them go for it for sure, but maybe they don't deserve it at this point. In fact, it comes down to those details, suggest they haven't put a good enough shift in here.
Yeah, EG didn't make it, so if Liquid don't make it either, that's the two biggest names in North America being knocked out already, and there's the opening right there. Yuri onto Fallen. They're going to slow down this A-round push, and up and over they go.
Oh, we heard him. Lots of steps from Fur, but he maneuvers quite efficiently around the smoke.
Yeah, really nice round from Furia there. You can see they've kept everyone alive, removed two of them there, and actually fallen back. There's no way the Fur can rebuttal here. So with 78 HP, they've got themselves 3 smokes. Oh, I like this boost. You wouldn't ever expect this coming in. At this stage of the round, Henny will get one. Nice shot from KNG, but still, I like the approach.
Yeah, it makes it really awkward now. Another frag puts them down to just 2. Art's smoke as well enables him to catch the cross of Mayan. And, well, he's actually done more than just catch the cross. He's finished it off. KNG now could be sneaking behind enemy lines, but Art's so ready for it. He's holding this push, specifically this push, and he can't wait any longer. Pulls the trigger, gets himself his 3rd frag, and Furia is first.
Yeah, Furia were quite early adopters of Vertigo, if you guys remember rightly. Back in the early days, I remember when the map first came out, there was like a DreamHack event. It was actually in Brazil, where Furia was playing against Avant-Garde on Vertigo. My memory works, apparently.
Wow.
And they were playing on Vertigo well and truly in the early stages. So I would say out of teams who are more comfortable on the map, it should be Furia. But with the recent changes, who really knows how this one's going to pan on out? I remember watching MIBR not that long ago on this map, and mid was quite the focal point. But back towards A we go. All 5 members barreling on up, and well, Art wants to greet them with aggression again, this time 1.5.
It's looking good, though, in terms of damage dished out, but still an equal scenario for now. Huge round still. MIBR will have nothing left to give this round out. Fallen enter with the Desert Eagle, and they're crouching beneath scaffolding right now, looking for an opportunity. But KNG, he finds it. Yuri with his pants down, and it's Henny to pull back the frags here. Paco, low health, bomb on his back. He can't really challenge this kill too much. Needs to be very careful. His teammate Mayan, though, has busted through towards the A side. Will he get the second kill here? Doesn't look to be the case. USP drawn, and is he back up desperately here? K-Serato nowhere to be seen, and MIBR found themselves a 3-on-1 advantage.
They are low enough for this to be promising. Fallen's got no armor. He's the only healthy member, but they do have rifles. All they'd need to do is simply click upon his dome. K-Serato just the 1 frag so far.
He can nade the plant.
The clutch.
If this is quick enough.
It's a kill.
Oh, it would have been excellent. It is still the kill. And he's got an incendiary here, so not all is lost. I wonder what the plan's going to be. I don't think that's going to be winning the round. And it's going to be the flashbang from Fallen. That certainly will from MIBR.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff under pressure, really. Can get a little bit clumsy in those scenarios right there. And now, well, Furia have to be asking, do they want to go for another buy round here? Early stages, MIBR winning out this force buy battle back and forth. And Mayan was instrumental here with 2 big frags, opening up the bomb site. And he did good with the USP, all things considered.
Yeah, I like the angle he found as well on that crane push. You can stand on the stand at the sandbags and still see their head. It's quite an impressive find from Taco all the same. Oh, Art! That is quite the announcement. He goes for the AK with style, and now Yuri's filled the feed as well. We've seen many of these rounds on Inferno, but it doesn't take long for the chaos to begin here on Vertigo.
Oh, the Zeus strikes again. It's getting more and more popular here, and Mayan just walks into a guaranteed death towards B. 5-on-2, Fallen and Taco here. Were fully invested as well. It was looking like a bit of a gimme situation as well. Starting to get into 5th gear on Vertigo, looking like their usual selves, but now dropping to the pistols. They might even find a kill here in round number 5. Wallbang attempt towards K-Serato, finds him at 59 HP, but the Desert Eagles are ready and waiting. Taco's looking fantastic here. Could find himself a second kill. Art's such low health. One bullet would do it, and it's converted.
Taco, scary boy, but he's silenced and the corner works for Henny. One left, Fallen, he's got 2 to find. Is he really gonna hold it? No. Fakes it out, hoping K-Serato would make the audible, and on the headshot, he does catch one. Oh, he's gonna dunk him, and now onto Vinny. This is so winnable. He's even got a flash. Vinny, he steps into the mark and takes the frag. No armor, no problem. Furia will win with just Deagles.
As long as they win the round, doesn't matter how close it was, Furia will be taking that one all day long. A Zoot skill, Desert Eagles, and then walking in towards B. It was an absolute absurd situation here, but I do like that a lot. KNG gets absolutely fried at the top of the ladder, and Vinny, he starts making this round work. Good stuff here from Furia. They needed this one. It felt like it was getting a bit dangerous out there for them. As they'll bring in an AWP, M4s as well, and it's going to be a fast approach towards A. Is this an eco? Kind of is. They've got the AK from the previous round by looks of things, but at this point, Art aggressive once again, but good for one. And there he is, Yuri. He arrives to make us one of the first convincing rounds we've had so far.
This is crazy. I love the pace of the game, though, right?
Yeah,
Keep it coming.
The reason that it's cool is because the rounds are almost like a coin toss, right? If the flash lands as a player turns, or if somebody misses a nade in all of this flurry, these rounds can turn very, very quickly here. But I like this. Art dumps his entire ammo straight down through that smoke. Yuri's there to back him on up, and he gets the lion's share of kills. Oh, we have 4 grenades coming out here on the side of MIBR. I wonder where they want to use these. Art has been hyper-aggressive towards the ramp, maybe just up behind the sandbag. They will throw it. This time Art's not there. They can drop their own defensive utility right now, and MIBR, they challenge forward.
Yeah, they want to fight, and it makes sense. Art, he's just standing and meeting them. This is very scary stuff. And now a bomb plant looking like a likelihood. It could be stopped by Yuri, and is. Another emerging through the smoke. Yuri missing his initial shots. K-Serato's in support, but it's far from a guarantee. I don't know what's going on here, but it looks like Furia do. A good shot from Fur. That's his second of the round, and he wants more.
K-Serato will close things out. Another exciting round, but only a couple of kills found for MIBR this time. Money starting to stabilize. They'll have AK-47s for sure, but 4-3, and what we consider, that being a very operative word in this sentence, to be a T-sided affair. With the Krieg changes recently, and the map changing in general significantly, really difficult to gauge that. We've only cast it, 3 or 4 times? I think it's only been played at professional level, maybe a handful. So we'll see how it develops, and we'll keep track of it for you. So you guys don't have to at home. That's what we're here for. Just helping you out, getting the information you need.
Oh my God, these guys are all madmen. He's just jumped straight down. He's taken a chunk of health off himself.
But he flashed at the same time, so the leg break wasn't heard, and that's gonna be heard across the server. Art is down, unretrievable. Yuri trying to take the same fight. This time, though, it's favoring MIBR by a large stretch.
The thing with that fight is, you win, that's it, that's the round. That's done and dusted. You lose, well, I guess you still have a bit of an opportunity. A 3-on-5 situation right here. K-Serato has full control of the B lobby, but meanwhile MIBR are over on this A site. Henny's found an equalizer. KNG maybe overstepping the mark right here. And look at all the nades that have been left. Furia, they will be saving, but there could have been an argument for a retake.
I think so, but I guess they're looking at the bigger picture at this point. They're probably not going to win this round with 3 players up. They've got an AWP in the mix as well for the retake. And they've got, sure, utility to use in that position, but you're probably better off just saving it to keep the money nice and strong going forward.
Chad, you don't have to bring it up for everyone, but could you look at that round and see where that sandbag smoke came from?
Vertigo's the only one we can't.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Vertigo's not been updated. Okay. Damn, because that smoke that multiple times that Fury have been playing around, it's on sandbags, and then they have this slight gap for those that are crossing towards Scaff. Fury got pre-fired this time.
I was curious to see if they're throwing it or if MIBR are throwing it, because I know that the T-sides love to dump a deeper smoke, right? Because if the CTs are throwing the deep one, you limp yours forward.
You see it's just kind of in the middle of nowhere, but Yuri often shoots underneath that. It was actually just the pre-fire from Fer. You see this corner? That angle Yuri was trying to exploit. Perfect replay. Thank you, guys.
I'm going to say that that would be, I'm not 100%, but most likely a T-sided smoke. Because if you're under the smoke, which you could see right there, you're going to have the one-way. Whereas Yuri above it, he might get lucky with a little bit of a gap on the side, but he shouldn't be able to see under it because he's on the higher elevation.
It would favor the T's. Okay,
Precisely.
thank you. Okay, insightful, but Yuri did make it work before, and he's done it again this time with a flash from Henny. Catching off the Observer with another aggressive push. Rush just assumed it wasn't going to happen. As would most. Henny's flashed off of middle. Looks like a different look from MIBR here.
Well, the display of smokes and Molotovs certainly are overwhelming for Furia, but they're absolutely fine until KNG gets a great shot there towards CT spawn. Serato, aware of construction here. Oh, in the girder, he's been spotted as well. This is actually looking quite good from IBR. That's a nice shot, though. Vinny, can he find another one? Will have to be very crisp aim. He can't find it, and now Yuri left in the impossible scenario. 3 versus 1. Bomb to be planted momentarily. I guess he does have a chance with this one. The kit, the flashbang's there, but just very unlikely if he gets close to the bomb.
Yeah, you saw the update of the B stream there. Looks like Bad News Bears could be taking them to 3. They're up 11-7. Map 2, NV 1-0 up in the series.
So good news for Liquid fans.
Yeah.
Bad News Bears can still qualify as well, I think, and Envy. So the only team out of contention right now, let me double check here, is are locked into 6th no matter what.
Right, due to losing to Liquid.
Yeah, Bad News Bears can still place 3rd. If they beat Envy 2-0, oh, never mind. Bad News Bears can't place 3rd. Yeah, so Bad News Bears are out. Yeah, Gaming is out. It's now just a 4-horse race, and well, we already know Fury are locked into that top 3. So it's just between Envy, MIBR, and Team Liquid for the 2 remaining slots here this evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it's looking pretty good from MIBR, I have to say. I'm quite impressed with their T-side showing. It's going to be KNG pushing to the flames. We said mid is going to be a very important area of this version of Vertigo. KNG is our impact player, round number 9, 2 kills, 200 damage. As we get into another buy for Furia, stems from their frugality in the previous rounds. We're going to see Henny with the AWP, a FAMAS for Yuri, and will they keep hammering it home towards A? Art is certainly an aggressive player. I've been enjoying it so far. In case Serato caught out this time, but Vinny may be on for 2. Nice work. The incendiary will make things a little bit complicated as well. They're going to have to run the goal there. That's the bomb going down, Taco.
Wow.
Wasn't required. And now that's made things a lot more complicated for them.
Yeah, that opening frag from Mayan looked like a dream.
Big gap.
And a huge gap. Penny's back is exposed. Yuri can trade for. He gets caught dropping off. Fallen, however, does find a way into the site. He's trying to get the bomb across. My God, he's going to fight him. A smoke from Yuri trying to escape. Fallen in a 1v2. Fakes it out. Knows he's being pushed. A great shot. Fallen. He's on form today. He's on for the clutch now. Bomb down. Advantage is his.
Incendiary, though, available for Yuri and the defuse kit. A couple of shots in this FAMAS will close things out, but Fallen, I would say, has the advantage with the bomb down. Yuri's just not moving. He's hoping that a mistake will be made, but it's just not going to come through. Fallen, he can't believe his luck. Doesn't even seem to be going for it. Now we'll have to actually get the skates on and see what can be done here.
A wide swing and hit your shot. He's loud. Fallen can hear it coming. And no problem. Fallen, 3 in the round, but 2 in the clutch. That is massive for MIBR. Puts them back in the driving seat of this half.
Yeah, I would say so for sure. There's not really much to be said about the follow-up round. Serato caught jumping across there. Leaping to the boxes and Fallen, he'll win out in a 3 versus 1 here. Epic shots as well, you're right. He does look like he's on form. That's a bit of classic Fallen, this sort of clutch. Close range, confident, and dictating the pace of the round. Has to be the eco, but Furia managed to make this work before. They love jumping into the choke points, don't they? KNG, a little bit too fast for them this time. And that's going to be the round, I'm afraid. Chad did say it's a fast-paced game, certainly living up to expectations.
If you've just left the room and come back and the round is over, blink of an eye, B take. Not much that Henny could have done there. So they'll be bringing the weapons back out. How crucial do they consider that AWP? That's the question. They don't really have the funds, but looks like Serato is going to be whipping one out.
Just quickly, ladies and gentlemen, last time these 2 teams played on Vertigo, it was in Season 11 of the Pro League. Furia won that game 16-4, but that was on the previous version. This is the updated version with all the changes that we've been telling you about. So MIBR have had an opportunity to retool and see if this map suits them a little bit more. I'm going to be curious to see now that that B bomb site is a little bit more open, that they could do a double AWP setup. Still be potent. But
I do like a double AWP setup, but on Vertigo, it seems like a lot of AWPers are still kind of finding their bearings, as it were, trying to work out how they can be very effective, what the kind of roles they like. And I feel like the single AWP setup, at least what we've seen so far, the chaos coming through, might just be better to have a rifle.
it's funny, Caserato's actually doing the primary AWPing right here, and Henny's picked up M4.
And he's almost forced himself to do it as well. It's glass cannon, right? So he must have either a very good spawn or a little set piece he's got in mind. Sends it over towards B, and he is smoked out. So Fury to challenge.
Oh, look how fast Fer got there.
That's going to do nothing. He could see all the smokes there.
Yeah,
He just wasted $600.
I saw that as well. I was like, that seems like a very odd move to make. Maybe it lands on top of the sandbag, but either way, definitely didn't. HE deployed towards the scaff, and that lands in Taco's pocket. 55 damage inflicted, and a little boost here as well. You can see how this works out for him, but Fallen deploys the smoke. He can see the backpack of one.
Shoot him.
Doesn't fancy it.
And he's lost his teammate now. KNG does go down. Art as well, hitting all the shots, and Furia still rocking. Only 2 remain. Fallen, he's going to try and do it again. This time would be more impressive. He's just in the open with that AWP. Closing the gap a little bit now after clawing one back. But man, the ways in for MIBR are minimal.
There's no need to over-peak right now. Taco, he gets one, traded out. This is a 3-on-1 situation, but Fallen's in fine form this evening. Could find a couple more here. Economy not great on the side of Furia. They can't risk losing any more players here.
Give it to be Fallen. He is hunting for Vinny. Oh, and he hits a stunner straight through the box. Knows there's another hunting him down so close. He's aware of the flank, but Henny's the one to deal with him in the end. They'll preserve a second AWP as well.
I'm feeling this from Fallen tonight. He's looking great. 7-5, Fury win the round, but still, you can feel it. They weren't exactly comfortable in that scenario at all. Fallen showing us the old boy still got it. Taco, a couple of kills from him, but wasn't quite enough there. Fallen just trying to close things out. As we get into a tactical timeout now, called by MIBR. After giving up the previous round, it broke their spell, and Pasha Biceps, Papito himself, he recommends this match, and I do too. It's
We've
been
got
a
the
very
Papito seal of approval.
Certainly do. Always good to see. Not sure if he's listening to us. Might be tuning into an alternative language broadcast, which is available to you too. But I hope he is. We're missing.
7-5.
Double AWPs. This is going to be so dangerous because we've seen some of the pace on MIBR's rounds. If they overrun a bomb site, I don't know if I have to keep reiterating the danger of double AWPs on these close quarter maps for everybody at home.
I think you've made it clear, but the B push that we've seen from MIBR, it worked once. I wonder if they're going to go for something similar again. Does seem to be leaning that way. Couple over towards the default on A. Caserato flashed off for now. Typical presence to start things off. That's a risk, but Henny wasn't ready for it. Now vulnerable. He's going to look into tuck tail, but I'm not sure they're going to let him leave.
They're going to think he's already gotten away right now. There's no way they think he's still in that position. Oh, they've already got full mid control here.
Oh, KNG. A lot of damage dished out.
They
The man advantage.
They can't be ready for Fer, though. And Henny does manage to make it work. The frags are all coming in, and just as Fer's fantastic flank has arrived, all of his team have disappeared. Oh, that's going to be such a bitter pill to swallow.
He's trying to find players in rotation right here, but they're being very, very passive. Surprising to say that with Furia in the server. You can hear one below him. Vinny's got him relatively locked on in. And that'll be the round. 6 on the board for Furia now. Still a chance for them to win this half.
Yeah, they're pulling it back with a nice convincing round there towards the bookend of this first half. So they need to pick their poison now, MIBR. They've all got around $4,000, some a little bit less. So before I can even speculate, they are going to be fully investing with a UMP on the T side. Let's look at the helmet situation. Furia fully equipped. Mayan with 5 kills, 8 deaths so far. He will be at the bottom of the pack, but maybe he can make this UMP work as we get into the penultimate round of this first half as Furia look to close this out 2-0.
Look, Graham Pitch has been on the line, guys. He's let me know that Liquid have taken down that of That's
like that.
The step in the right direction if you are a Liquid fan and you want to see them going through to the playoffs. They've been able to pick up a big victory right there, but let's get back into the action here as that nade lands, skittles between 3 of the pins down the alley.
Yeah, a lot of damage inflicted, another smoke down, and the incendiary not quite ideal, but Taco does take a bullet through the smoke regardless, so a bit of damage inflicted there as they start to edge towards the scaffolding spot. Henny not backing down, he wants a kill first, and Yuri will get it. That's a wall bang through the smoke as well, maybe outstaying as well. Henny will be dropped. The incendiary could be pretty decent though.
He pushes!
Oh, it's brilliant. Oh! That's enough though.
Yuri.
With the AWP there, they should be happy with this advantage, but you're never going to be
happy.
You've won the round there, lads. Just fall back. You've got all that incendiaries, the smokes. Either way, 3-on-2, KNG and Mayan will have to work this one out. They have a smoke and a Molotov remaining and need to recover the C4.
I can't believe Yuri continued to press the issue.
It's mental, isn't it? It's like you've got 3 kills. It's such a big round. You've got the bomb there. They can have it. It's fine.
You break their cash, they get 2,400 in the next. You win the half 8-7. That's how this story was meant to go.
Well, it's still looking good for them. Maybe I'm pouring on a bit thick because they still have the 3-on-2, but still, 25 seconds remaining. KNG, a dangerous player, and this is a dangerous position.
You heard him. The flames touched Art, but it isn't enough to work with on that sound cue. Damn, straight through the metal wall. Art lives at 19 HP, and Mayan's going to get caught. Wow, it's actually Queserato from the flank. He bided his time, but eventually strikes. It's 7-7. Furia, you said it. You painted the picture. It will just be Tech-9s and utility. Let's see this from Yuri. This was a lovely start. He's got his wall banks all set up. A straight headshot into Fur, but this push, it caught MIBR and us off guard. Sticking around for the fourth was where the criticism started to be levied, but still fantastic work all the same. And now the final round of this half is on sidearms and a couple of SMGs, a mid-call.
Well, some of the best rounds have ever taken place in CSGO, Alex, had this sort of setup. Tech-9s, MAC-10s, Desert Eagles, and a missed shot from the AWP. That's what you need to start believing in this sort of setup here. And they're going to go for this smoke. You know they are. KNG with the MAC-10. He'll find a bit of an opening here, and it's back and forth, chaotic as you like. This is what we wanted to see. But man advantage for Furia.
Look at Fallen's
He's got
position.
through.
He should catch Vinny here. Yes, indeed. Body shots. That's a rifle upgrade. He can't believe his luck. Taking the AK straight towards Queserato's domain. Wasn't expecting that, was he? Bomb down now, and leaping into Queserato's flick. One more with the USP, and he finishes the job. Can he finish it completely? There's only one man left. It's Taco to win the half. A 1 versus 3, or it's all Furias. Yep, Art will confirm it. 8-7, Furia. They stabilize in the first half of their map pick.
They told me get one, so I got one. Stop saying you're a boss when you're now one. You ain't sacrificed now, you ain't lost none. All over the gram like you got a bag.
is not a drill. Hold nothing back. It's shoot to kill. In this leap of faith, let your aim be true. You stand alone, but I'll watch over you. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. A single second could mean everything. Time is running. The time is running out. Don't give up, don't give in. Don't let me down. Be the one to wipe their grin. When they hear this sound, don't give up, don't give in. Before they catch struggling, I know you'll find the strength within. This is your last chance. Now's yours.
Yeehaw! We're back and we're on Vertigo. 8-7 does keep them inseparable in this domestic derby. Two Brazilian squads duking it out and for their fate in the road to Rio. It is a home soil major eventually over in November, but we find ourselves at the beginning of May. This is when things start blooming, birds start singing, Chad starts casting.
I'm getting a bit dizzy up here, Alex.
Why is that?
We're 51 floors up in the sky right now.
Oh, you're having some vertigo, are you?
That's the one. As well, aggressive towards the A ramp will be MIBR. They get a bit of free information. They spot up a couple of members. The Fury will think better of pushing that one. Any combing towards mid has to deal with Fur.
He's holding a teeny tiny slither gap, but Fallen's about to get progressed on. He did catch a glimpse of Vinny, who's closing the gap now, and while fully blind, he does get the first frag. That Molotov is so effective. Fallen repositioning, though, and taking a pot shot on Yuri. It does look like Furio plan to commit to this. A smoke arriving for the cross.
Ooh. I'm not sure where this one's going. Fallen looks like he's set for at least another kill here. Very confident in his approach. KNG will take down Henny. And there's no bomb plan as of yet. This is a bit of a nightmare for both teams. It's chaotic once again. I couldn't tell you who's winning this one. Yuri versus Fur at this stage. Fur has the advantage in terms of the weaponry. Needs to land a shot. Yuri will know exactly where he is. Oh, they've lost track of each other now. Back into the 1 versus 1 duel. Trying to bring down the distance. Who's going to be winning here? I couldn't tell you. All strategies and tactics are going out the window. Yuri and Fur in a 1v1 here. Still going to be down to the headshot. And Yuri, I would just be jumping off the building at this point. Just taking it with me. He's like, wait.
Guys, we had a question come through. You know how we like the questions?
I don't mind those. Those are fun.
So Frederick, Tipsmark is his name.
Hey, Fred.
He said, we're starting to see some T-side players drop their AKs and pick up M4s instead. Most notably Glaive, but a few others doing as well. Jack did it against Mouse. Why is this starting to become a thing? Do you want to answer it, Alex?
No, I asked the same question today, and Henry gave me the answer, but go ahead.
Okay, well, the answer, as far as I'm aware, is because the lack of head armor. And the M4 can get it done when there's no head armor on those CTs right there.
Makes all the sense. Oh, Serato makes light work of the mid push there. I'll be honest with you, Chad. I was daydreaming about the question, so if I was supposed to give you anything,
no, it's fine.
Couldn't help you out.
We were talking about the M4s being picked up on the T side a little bit more. There's a question coming in.
Glaive's been doing that recently, and it's just down to the fact I think it's got a higher DPS output when you know they have no helmets. If you know they're going to be broken next round, they're going to be an eco. You can do big spray downs against the pistols, and it's a bit more nimble, right? You can
easier to control.
Run and gun with it a bit more, and it just is personal preference. I think it's down to in Source where you always used to do it as well.
Exactly. In 1.6, we did the same thing as well. So it is just exactly that.
Oh look, another CT side on match point with only 3K.
Oh dear.
Another one of them.
Envy could steal that away and 2-0 the series right here.
They certainly could. But we're into our game. That's happening over on the B stream. Vinny does get a lot of space here early on B. There's been a bit of a battle for it. You saw them even on the CT side. Oh, I'm talking of CT side. Are the CTs boosting?
It's a 4-man A-lane right now from the CTs.
Okay, wow. That is a huge investment of resources, and they're hitting B. Fur, he better hope he hits his first shot. Art's managed to get boosted up completely, non-visibly. He could get swung on. He could get swung on so hard. They're going to throw some util. That's a little bit of a sitter. Art goes down first, leading by example, though, as the molly's perfect, and they have the B site.
Do you know how good of an entry fragger Art would be if he could just wait for his flash to pop?
Serato, he's only got a fraction of health, and the frags keep coming. Mayan's done enough or not? Serato and the transfer from Yuri, they're just by the skin of their teeth holding on. He's got no health. He should die, but he stands his ground. 3 kills. He had 5 HP for 2 of them, and it was with a bloody SMG. Keserato, again, the hero for Furia.
So that's a bonus round victory as well for Furia. That's huge. MIBR are down to pistols once again. It's 11-7, likely to be 12, as Furia starts to show us why this is their map pick. Very close round once again. About what you'd expect. I don't think there's been any real clean rounds of 5 players surviving. It always comes down to a 1 versus 2, 1 versus 1 every single round. Everyone's run out of ammo, grenades. It's just ducking and weaving around the map. I love it. We're going to see the Scout and CZ combo here, but no armor. Fallen. He has looked very sharp tonight. I will say that much. Credit where credit's due.
I really like this type of Counter-Strike.
I love it. This is more like it.
This is the type of Counter-Strike Henry and I used to play. It was like you were just punching each other. Every round was
Working
basically, yeah, and that's all you would do. There was none of this tactical nuance.
And then you're looking for the big economical reset.
Yes.
That would be the haymaker. Then you start exploiting that and you get your rounds in.
The game used to be about rhythm, didn't it?
Yeah.
It had a bit of a vibe to it.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. The rhythm of it. Being able to read the game. Now it's impossible, right? Because you know that, well, they'll probably have pistols, but now with the state of the game, the pistol armor and a few grenades will actually be enough to make it like a gun round. So it's difficult to really find that rhythm.
All it takes is one person catching one player off.
Yeah, I kind of miss this sort of style we have, the craziness in these sort of rounds where players just go for a straight up play towards